Hello, this is the fourth video of a mini video lecture series on how to develop your SPSE essay writing. So far we have looked into how to write each paragraph of the essay and how to create a good title, a proper title for your essay. And now we'll look at how to write a reference list. A reference list comes right below your essay, so when you finish writing your essay, you have to write a reference list. And a typical reference list looks like this. As you see, we have the name of the writer, surname of the writer, and the publication year, and the title of the article or the book, and it follows the surname order. Now let's take a look at how it is created. Well, the most common reference type that we have, or you will see, especially this semester, will look like this. You'll have the names of the writers, the surnames of the writers, the date of publication, the title of the article, title of the journal or the book where it's taken from, because the article is taken from a book or a journal. So it is italicized, it's written in italics. And we have the volume and page numbers. This is how it looks like. This is how it will look like. Now, in your exams, in your writing tasks, you will be given two texts to refer to, and you will have a similar reference right below the essay. And what you are asked to do when you finish writing your essay, if you have directly or indirectly referred to this article, then you copy paste the or you copy the article source, the reference, right below your essay. So you say references and you write these references in your essay. But if you haven't used anything from the text, from that text, if you haven't referred to that article, then you don't need to copy the reference of the article. Now, in order to understand the nature of the reference list, first you have to remember how we use in-text citation in APA style. Now, it looks something like this. We have the surname of the writer, the publication year, and the page number. Now, if you have referred directly or indirectly to a text, then you have to give the in-text citation. Okay, once you provide the in-text citation and your reader reads the in-text citation and he or she is very interested in this source and would like to go and see it, read it. And that's where the reference list comes in. He goes directly to the reference list, finds the entry, the relevant entry, which is this one here, for example, and sees the title of the book, the title of the article, and other important information which will lead him to the original text, the text, and he will be able to access that text. So, for example, this is my reference list for this collection of slides. So for this PowerPoint, I have referred to some of my students' essays or papers, and here is how my reference list looks. So I have the names of the writers. Surname comes first, of course, and it follows the surname order. And in here I have the year And for example, this writer has two texts. I have referred to the two texts of this writer, so I call them 2015A and 2015B, because if it's written in the same year, then you have to give another code to distinguish between them. And yeah, that's how it goes. This is how a typical references list looks like. Okay, so that's very simple for your case. You will just, if you have used the article, if you have given an in-text citation, then all you have to do is copy the reference, the source given right below the article, so that your reader, in this case it will be me, will be able to access that article if he or she is interested in it. Okay, so let's go to how to give in-text citation in APA style. It's very simple, it's very easy to do. For example, here, this is taken one of my students' MA papers, master's course papers, and this is the citation she uses. Now, this is her quotation. Her quotation is from the book of Stangers, and she has directly quoted, as you will see here, she has directly quoted a part of the text, Stangers' text. And then she gives the in-text citation. As I mentioned before, it is just the surname of the writer, the publication year, and the page number. Now, if you have already used the name of or the surname of the writer, just like this case, or as Stangers puts it, the act of translation obliges me to feel and think in a new way. So here you have the quotation marks here, and she used the writer's surname here. In this case, she doesn't need to include the writer's name again in her in-text citation, because it's in the same sentence and there will be redundancy. So what she does is omit the surname of the writer and only include the publication year and the page number. And if there are more than two authors, then you include the first author's surname followed by the expression et al. For example, here we would say, when we say Morton et al., it means Morton and some other writers, which we're not naming here, but it's not only Morton who wrote it. There are other people who wrote it. You can see an example here. For example, if you are going to give an in-text citation of this source, then you will say Chinowski et al. That's all you're gonna say, which means it's a co-written text, it has other authors, and this guy is not the only one who wrote it. Okay, so that's all about citing in APA style. To recap, I'd like to remind you that there are two kinds of citation. One is in-text citation, written directly after the quotation, and the other one is references list that you write. It's a bit longer and it looks like this. Okay, so this is the end of the first part of our lectures on SPSE essay writing. We have so far discussed how to write a paragraph, write the paragraphs, and how to design the contents and organization of the paragraphs. And now we'll move on to part 2, which is general reminders about SPSE essay writing and details about in-text citation. Okay, see you in our next video. Bye.